Are you confident that Trey Lance will be able to get the job done?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why we traded up to get him, pick number 3 overall. He showed great things at North Dakota State. And I think the element that he'll bring to this offense is he'll be able to throw the ball deep. And that's something that Jimmy G didn't really do. Whether it was Shanahan didn't trust him, Jimmy G, he doesn't like to get hit. Whether Jimmy G didn't want to, wait 4 to 5 seconds in the pocket. There are a lot of reasons why Jimmy G didn't throw the ball deep. And with Trey Lance under center, I think defenses will have to cover the entire length of the field. There won't when Jimmy G was under center, the defenders used to cover, from the line of scrimmage to about 10 yards. And that's all Jimmy G would throw, right? That's all he would throw. But with Trey Lance in there, we saw it in preseason last year. He's going to throw the ball deep. He's not afraid to stretch the field. And our wide receivers, you might have heard of them: Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Jawan Jennings, George Kittle. They're going to definitely benefit from Trey Lance being able to throw the ball deep. And that's something and of course, his versatility with his legs. He can run the ball as well. So we're definitely looking forward to Trey Lance. And obviously, we're still going to lean heavily on the running game because that's what Kyle Shanahan wants to do. But I think, with the talent on both sides of the ball for this 49ers team, we're going to be competing with the Rams for the NFC West division. There's no mistake about it.
Speaking of Deebo Samuel, what's going on with the whole situation? I mean, earlier in the offseason, it was like, hey, he wants out. He doesn't want to be there anymore. And then, a couple months ago, no, he's fine. He's going to stay. And then report came out last week that I saw his situation remains the same. He still does not want to be on the Niners roster. So what's the latest on the Deebo Samuel situation?
First, I got to say, what's good to Blue Truth. Thanks for tuning into the stream tonight on the East West Football Network. Appreciate your support.
We do.
But the situation hasn't really changed with Deebo. I think Deebo got bad advice from his agent. And, Deebo Samuel's agent is also the same agent of, I think, DK Metcalf, Terry McLaurin, and also A.J. Brown, I believe. So, they're all going through their own contract negotiations this offseason. And I think his agent told him, hey, let's make a fuss. There's a saying, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. And that's what Deebo did this offseason. I'm sure there were a lot of fans that were turned off by Deebo's antics, especially, deleting all your 49er stuff on social media. Like, who does that? But I guess that's what the new kids do today.
That's a trend. Yeah.
I guess so. I mean, Kyler Murray did it as well for the Cardinals. I hear they're working on a contract extension with him. But, the situation hasn't really changed. We can't really sign Deebo to a long-term extension. And I think he's definitely due for it. He had an all-pro season this year. He has battled some injuries with the 49ers. But let's be real. Deebo has no leverage. He's not going to sit out this season. He'll lose an accrued year as a player, and he'll be back in the same situation next year. Deebo is scheduled to earn the most out of his rookie contract. I think it's like $4.6 million, something like that. But I expect a Deebo Samuel contract extension to get done soon as Jimmy G is cut. And also, the 49ers have really signed their big-name free agents, Fred Warner, George Kittle. It's really happened in August. Like, for some reason, Niners love to do it during that time. But I think Deebo will be a 49er for years to come. There's no way in hell the 49ers are trading him. And just because a player, asks to be traded, it doesn't mean you have to capitulate to his demands. I mean, this is a business. Like, it makes no sense for the 49ers to trade their best player. It makes no sense whatsoever. So I think Deebo, I don't blame him for saying, hey, I don't want to be here if they don't want to pay me what I'm worth. I don't blame him for that. But I think once the contract is signed, Deebo will be all smiles.